Okay guys, the biggest mistake I see coaches making isn't in their initial messages, it's what's happened after they maybe or not right now. So I tried to make a very nice drawing where I showed you that follow-ups is a gold mine. You get the point there. I'm not the best drawer. When I analyzed the data from my 40K a month info product business, I discovered something shocking. 78% of our follow-ups who booked in came from the prospect who initially said no to our offer, which means that no means not right now. But yet I did it myself, and many of the people I know who scale info products focus on the new leads instead of actually nurturing the ones that are already in the ecosystem. And I was like, why not do both? So focus on the new leads while still having a proper follow-up system. So overlooking the gold mine opportunity with already existing leads, follow-up doesn't have to be this annoying thing that you have to do, that you just make your setter to do, because if they don't, they just haven't done their job. So I put the drawing in again because follow-ups is a fucking gold mine. It is very fucking true. So now before I share my follow-up framework, you need to understand why the traditional just checking in approach is actually killing your conversions and making you look desperate. And I've developed a 3-part content follow-up system that turned our cold prospects into hot buyers without being on a sales call first. Of course, it's the same system that is booking us between 138 and 200 meetings a month with a plus 90% show up rate. So the persons, and I talked about this in the last video as well, they know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them, and that makes them into hot buyers before they even come on the call. So you don't have to do 2 call closes, which is annoying for all parts, because why spend 30 minutes more on each prospect when you can do the opposite? For you to do content, you need 3 things. So you need video assets, I'll just get my draw here. You need video assets, you need to build trust, and you need stories and DM settings to reactivate the followers. So when people come in and follow you or subscribe, you need to have this like ecosystem that is just going every day, regardless of them following or not. So that is stories, posts, reels, YouTube videos, DMs, polls, you name it. And the video assets is basically, you can ask yourself this: what are people interested in learning more about, and what do people need to know or to do before they get on the call? So we've used this to like objection handle with prospects before they even come on the call. So that is, for example, like an FAQ. That is fucking genius, because you can just take a database of all the objection notes that you have and be like, okay, what is the most common objections here? And then just make an FAQ about those. So when they come on the call, they don't have those concerns as much as they did before. You can also have like a YouTube VSL, which I have as well. I will link it below. Then you can see where I break down like my philosophy and how I scale info products to over 40K a month with high profits, 2 employees, while growing your personal brand. So it's basically like covering your key principles. Then you can make like key breakdowns and frameworks like the one here. This is like a breakdown of how I have implemented content follow-ups in my appointment setting and how it helped me. So I'm naturally just giving out value, because when you give out value, you get money in the long run, because value is always exchanged for money. You can also do like lifestyle if you want to have people buying into you. So for example, like vlogs or a day in the life or just raw talks or something like that. I believe those are very nice as well. And those all goes into building trust. Then you have stories and DM settings. So for example, you can make something like, anyone interested in seeing a full breakdown of my income this year, blah, blah, blah. This gives an insane authority. And then you can make a poll, and then if they check yes, your appointment setter can reach out and say, hey, I just saw you say yes to this poll. Mind if I send you the video? You can also do like this, like, what are you struggling the most with right now? And then you just have 4 different messages that your appointment setter reaches out, and then they can book in a call, you know, regarding your problem. We also have here, which is like, I'm looking for 2 more entrepreneurs who want to do X, Y, Z. I'll help you do all this. Only DM if you're serious, DM me clients, and I'll see if we're a good fit. Those are very good story sets to use. You can also do this. So I just took myself as a case, because, you know, I have only made 6 videos, probably more when you know this video comes out, but I still have a lot of valuable video assets to convert. So you can see like I have one here, how I scale info products past 40K a month. People buy from coaches, not coaching. You can build a 40K a month info product with these. You know, how I book 200 meetings a month, how I make $60 per follower I get. So it's like all of these assets can be sent to people in the DM before they get on a call with me, so they're already pre-sold if they buy into me. And if they do not buy into me, I don't want to fucking sell to them, because, you know, I want to help people and serve them. I don't want to sell just for selling. This is like the content structure that you can use. And then I've taken like 2 notes that your setter can do. So I've made one personal and one copyable, or whatever you want to call it. So for example, if you have a lot of cold leads that have been on a meeting but they didn't decide to buy, your setter can reach out and say, hey X, I just made a video regarding, and then let's say they were feared of starting. I just made a video regarding the fear of taking action. Thought I'd send it over to you, as I remember you were struggling with taking the action and going from your day job to this, because that's very, very, very personal. And then they see the video, might spark a bit of motivation, and boom, you have them on another call. They already know who you are and what you do, but now they're ready to buy. There's so much money in like the pipeline that you have of cold leads. You can also make like a copyable if your setter is lazy. So you can say, hey X, I just made a video regarding how to kill the fear within you and start taking action. Mind if I send a link to it? And then boom. So that is basically like the whole structure of how I would implement content follow-ups if I were you, and how I've done it myself for the clients that I help. And if you have any questions regarding like the content follow-ups or just in general, you can freely ask me on Instagram of anything. And my DMs are always open and I tend to respond quite quickly. If you want to learn more about the offers I have, you can also just DM me on Instagram and we'll take it from there. I have a do-it-yourself offer where you just get anything yourself and you can implement it yourself. I have a done with you offer where I basically go a little bit more hands-on with you and you get like personal access with me, a few calls with me. And then I have my done for you offer where we basically do everything for you. But this is mainly for like the clients that have been in the done with you that we know are a good fit. Because as you know, done for you clients tend to get your agency capped quite quick. So I don't have a lot of space there. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, if you'd like it, you can go onto my Instagram, DM me, or you can look through my YouTube and see if there's more value. I appreciate you following along, and see you in the next video.